Hey, what's going on? What's going on, Fish? Scump, how you guys doing? Here with a short, hopefully-ish. Hopefully it will be short. Factorio stream. Got,
We'll see, right?
Yeah, I almost said Robin Frey. That's not right.
Wow.
Hi,
H-Man.
I'm Robin
No, I'm
Frey.
joking. Joe and Frey here. You Sticks and Frey.
I'm just here to hang out. Hi, guys.
I should probably capture the right game.
Hey, Scump. Hello, Fish.
There we go. That's a Factorio.
Spoken like a true Italian. That's a Factorio.
That's Factorio. Yeah, last we had left off, I was working on this, fuel reprocessing, I guess, if you want to call it that.
I was working on copper, which looks like we've got copper trickling through to the end of the line, so that's
Nice.
good.
Like I said last time, this is going to take a long time before it
Oh, yeah.
starts producing. Well, these three, because the way I have it set, it's got to actually fill up a really big buffer, which I probably don't need to do, but...
Well, that's what I did up with the nuclear missile site. You just gotta let that process work on itself.
I just moved some of it. I just gave it 100 extra head starts.
I did the same thing.
I mean, once the buffer's filled, the buffer's filled, you know.
I stole a few from H-Man's Boy Scout camp.
All right, there we go. The buffer's filled now. I'm just gonna put it back in the same chest I just took it from. So the idea is that these guys are doing their thing. They need 40 to start, and they kick out 41. So each of these is kicking out one per thing. The good ones get split over here and go into this chest. When this chest has more than 120 in it, this arm will pull it out. 120 is exactly what we need to get all three of these going at the same time, but they all have an internal buffer of, looks like 80-ish, while they're doing things. So they should have enough to do 3 times, hold 3 times, and what's on the belt, and what's in the box, so it should never run out. And then on the bottom side of this belt, if these bad ones ever run out all the way, so this detects 0, this will just dump a shit more in, because it technically uses 3 and makes 2 of those or something? I don't know what it is. But it uses more than it outputs, so it will need some refreshing sometime, but... that should be it. I feel like this is running... Oh, it's running slow because of the productivity. I guess it doesn't really matter. We're still making more than we're using as far as I can tell. I don't know what we're really gonna do in 2 hours. We're saying that like it's like no amount of time.
Well, it is for this game.
Yeah, that's true, but
Ooh, I almost panicked there. For some reason, my pen wasn't working. You guys ever have a weird moment where like everything that's remotely USB related on your computer just kind of stops working for no reason?
I never have weird moments.
Oh shit! Oh, excuse me.
Bless. Why do I never have a pen? I feel like every stream I get a pen, and then I lose it immediately. Well, half the time it's because I get the pen out of my pants pocket, and then I pick it up for work tomorrow, but I just want to fucking write something down without getting a text editor out. Power pole, 65 underground pipes, 48 heat exchangers, 30 belts, 30 what are these called? Storage tanks. Or storage tank is. There's an extra E in there when I type that. 5 pumps. 10 inserters. 5 for these requesters. Yep. 4 active providers. Gotta scroll over. 4 reactors. 2 large power poles. 1 storage chest. What are these called? Passive chest, right? Passive provider. One passive provider chest, 1 bot hut, and 10 logi bots. Wow, that's a fucking lot, dude. I figured it would be like we need 8 offshore pumps. Damn. And a lot more pipe than that. 8 OSPs. As well, make 450 pipes. And I put underground pipes. Underground pipes. Okay. Cool. So my goal, which I'm not going to achieve right now, is to make a specific point where you can just grab everything out of the chests that are there, and that's what you need to drop a nuclear plant.
Oh, a nuclear plant chest.
Basically, yeah. It's totally doable.
A porta plant.
Porta plant, there you go.
You should stick a copy of the blueprint right inside of it.
Yeah, I totally could. The only problem I have with that is there's no way for me to make a blueprint. You know what I mean? Like, I can't automate that to refill it. Might as well make this 500 and make this 150. That's fine. I don't know how high those stack, but that should not be 160. It should be. I mean, that should not be 90. It should be 160. Might as well stack to 200 at that point. So let's make those.
It's amazing how well these ugly Susans work. I mean, look here. There's 6 lines of right-sided belts only. From stuff eaten off of it, but I put 3 ugly Susans in, and when you come on the other side of the splitters, it's almost 6 full lines of copper from the pullage.
Yeah, well,
pullage is a word.
Oh, we forgot to look at the server stack. So he also didn't turn the server off. So.
Oh, green production. That'll do it.
Yeah, I don't know. As much as I like this setup, I think it was a mistake not making greens offsite and making reds offsite and making blues offsite. You know what I mean? I feel like
I still think that would have been awful hard to retrofit in.
I don't, because we could have just done 4 belts of green to wherever we needed it explicitly green. You know what I mean? Like, instead of running.
I have a feeling we need a lot more than that. That'd be 180 green a second.
Yeah, but where would they be going? Most of that green goes into red and blue circuits. Nothing really needs just green circuits. You know what I mean? As like a component. You know what you get what I'm saying?
That's
like
fair, yeah.
We'd be sticking most of those into a different. We'd be training it right next door to go into reds, and then those reds can go into blues with greens or whatever, and we just make that all off-site. I don't know. I think that would have been
That's a fair assessment. That'd have been a hell of a plant somewhere, but I mean,
that
look
would
at our smelting plants.
But yeah, look at what we're doing anyway. We already have huge plants. What's the difference between it being this entire block right here to make green circuits versus having it up here and just be a little bit bigger to support everything? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
At that point, it's copy paste.
Well, it's a little late to retrofit now. How's that?
Totally, it is. But just in retrospect,
for our next 160-hour play time map.
You're joking, but like, I would totally. I don't know if I
know
do,
you would.
I don't want to do Bobs and Angels, but I would totally do that space.
A few more mods, one. Yeah.
I want mods that aren't just like, we got a fucking laser orbital cannon. You know, like I want like a goal mod. A scenario mod or a something like that.
You also want fast belts.
Yeah, I want fast belts, but I want them to be appropriately costly.
Yes. Yeah, the fast belt mod's pretty good.
Yeah, I haven't looked at it personally, but I just, like I said, I don't want to fucking end up, like, oh, it took an extra piece of iron and you have level 6 belt. Like I want it to be like, shit, we got to get, sulfuric acid to make some new item to stick in a fast belt, like a turbocharger or some bullshit, whatever.
I think the mod that's called Fast Belts is like that. It's pretty expensive and cost prohibitive.
I'd have to personally take a look, but I'm sure I trust that mod.
I don't know it that well, to be honest. I mean, I only played on it for a little bit.
Can you not center click to lock items in a chest anymore? You know what I mean? Remember, you used to be able, I don't know, maybe it wasn't chest, but you used to be able to center click on an item in a chest to lock that square to that item only. I totally did it on one of the train cars. Maybe it's only train cars that does it now.
I've never known that function existed. That's one of the great things about this game, though. I'm probably, I don't own it on Steam, so I can't tell you exactly, but I'm probably closer to 1,000 hours than 500. You still learn stuff.
Yeah, open your regular inventory, find an item, and center click on it. The background changes, and if you drop that item in the world somewhere, the ghost exists in your inventory as a place that you can only put that item there. That's what I want to do in a chest, but it won't let me. It must not be a function of chest. But like you can do that for train cars. So that's what I have for Farl. So it cannot put in too much of any item. That way I don't have to regulate, because if you just regulate the items in the chest,
that's really neat.
You're going to have too many of pipes go in because it's going to keep refilling pipes or whatever,
$1,111 rockets. One.
Bam. Nice. Sure showed them.
We're sure rocking it.
Wow.
You tried.
Power poles. I gotta watch out because I need to make sure I can't block items off with center click, so I can't like do the math with that. I gotta do the math. Underground pipes, I have those. Heat exchangers, I'm not making those anywhere. Let's see. I do 50 of those. I'm making this a little bit more than you need. So it's kind of hard to get exact numbers. Plus, if you want to modify something, then you're screwed.
Yeah, we got a little extra there.
Look at this. These things I'm shoehorning like perfectly into this. I just need a little pipe. Oh, this pipe right here. It's like this area was made to do exactly what I'm doing. Become Spaghetti Town. Nice, okay. Stick some of those heat exchangers in there, and then I need do a stack of belts. Probably gonna need more than a stack, but that might be 2 stacks. Either way, you should have some in your inventory anyway. 30 storage tanks. We'll bump that to 50 to make it square. Somehow they delivered 52. All right.
The bots are pretty stupid.
I don't know how, because normally that happens like when you change the numbers, but the default was 50. So like it shouldn't have picked up more than the default. Like, what are you doing?
But it did.
25 pumps. What a pump stack to? They stacked at 50, so we'll leave it at 50. Again, they delivered 52 pumps. Ten inserters. Leave it at 50 again, because you always use inserters. I gotta make requester chests, so that's weird. And active provider chests. I can't believe I have to zoom all the fucking way in to see what color these chips are, because I can't fucking tell. Oh, I need cable to make reds. Am I making reds? How much of a sin would it be to steal a reds off a different line? Not enough to stop me from doing it. I want to make reds. I want to make active providers, which means I need some steel over here. Yeah, unfortunately, I've kind of turned this place into Spaghetti Town.
All the train mall area.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't usually come down here too much. I usually let the bots give me shit, but is that a real excuse?
I do, but I don't like the bots.
Oh shit, this needs to go into... That's a requester. This is a... No, that's an active provider. I need a requester. I'll make those. I need to make a passive provider chest too. Son of a bitch. Oops. Alright, so we're making all these chests. Now we need a way to evacuate them. Oh, that's not what I want. I have to put them in the chest.
I have discovered a small problem.
Shoot.
It's just something that's going to need retrofitted a little bit, but one green assembler does not appear to be enough to feed these lines of electric motors. This is where our yellow process is starving.
Where am I even making greens for these? Up here? No.
Literally, you got one green assembler per line.
See, that math should have been like. Oh, how did I mess up that math? You know what? There's copper laced in there. In those
Oh, and the iron.
Yeah, that's not what the problem is, though. That being said, some of these are red, so why are they not green? They should be working full time. Are they? If you click, I can't click on it from afar. It doesn't show me the stats, but like, is it just not being loaded fast enough, or? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it makes 2 greens and there's about a half a second of downtime.
Yeah, but why is that? Do you know? What's it not getting that it needs?
Copper wire. One copper wire assembler doesn't appear to be enough.
Because it's 3 to 2, not 2 to 3. All right, that's my fault.
I bet you. Do I have any on here?
All right. You want to know the shitty solution?
Bunch of speed modules?
Well, I wasn't going to say that, but excuse me. What if I can't even fucking put it? What if we put another one here, making?
Oh, the speed module's working.
Okay, speed modules work. The alternate I was going to say is to do that, and then just move this belt here, like that, and move that over left one space. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if it's working, it's working then.
Yeah. It's doing better than working. It's full up. Like, it's working so well that the copper wire machine is shutting down.
Let me see, for 50... Huh. That's making yellow?
Yeah. Yeah, because the electric motors were starving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
We're starving the robot frames.
For I don't know for a minute. For 44 electric motor assemblers, which I have 50, you should only need 5 assembly machine 3s making green circuits. But we should have 6.7 making copper wire. Yeah, so I starved them by 0.3.
Not enough. Yeah.
Fuck.
But the speed modules fixed it.
Cool. All right, good. Damn, that's such like
Such a tiny little.
I know, and it was
snag in the whole. Like this whole fucking process, you just zoom out on this machine.
I know.
Held up by 1.3 copper wire assemblies.
That's crazy. I don't know, man.
It's the beauty of Factorio.
Yeah. 5 of those. All right. No, don't. I just dropped a fucking 30 in here. All right. Of course, I picked them up and then I put 5 back in. They're gonna deliver another 5 or whatever. Reactors. Oof, that's not gonna be a fun one to take care of. I meant to say that for the end. Large power poles, a passive provider chest. I got that. 1 bot hut. They stacked at 10, but do we really want 10? No, I'm gonna put 1 for now. 10 logistics bots. Can they deliver each other off the network? I don't know. They delivered fucking construction bots to me.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they pulled those out of storage.
Well, if there's a logistic bot somewhere in storage, not if they're in the roboports.
That's
but if they're in a chest somewhere in storage, they will.
Offshore pumps. I gotta make offshore pumps. Alright. What are the recipes for offshore pumps? It was really easy. I just gotta remember what it is. Gear. Circuit pipe. What is going on, Frey?
The good news is that we've gone from 500 and something yellows per minute up to 700. I'll check again.
It took you 8 messages to post 2 links?
Look, it didn't take me 8 messages. God.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Sorry, excuse me. Offshore pumps. Offshore pumps. Ah, thank you,
You
Mrs.
6 them's fighting words.
Not too far.
Been 9 months.
Yeah,
Seemed like it.
our child is now born.
Stumbled into here because we're playing Human Resource Machine, my first game.
Were you seeking that game out specifically?
Nope.
So you just wandered in.
Following the host of a host from somebody.
Weird. They brought me 1 logistics spot.
This person brought me 1 viewer. I thought you was going to say.
No. I mean, a lot of 1 viewers makes many, but no, we had 1 logistics bot on the network. It dropped 1. I thought we were making them. Were we not making them? Were they disabled?
I know we were making construction bots.
I thought we were making
I think
both.
at one point he might have had
Right here.
logistics bots being made.
We're totally
Is
making
there?
them. Yeah, we're making them right here where I pinged. It's just they're not being made, or they're not. Oh, they're just being put in the network, so they won't
well,
ever.
that explains it.
They won't ever get.
Yeah, because he's got the logic. He was ripping off my science to do that. That's what. Because he remember when he was being very specific about the logic being used to pull off of my science. I think we have enough bots in the network. We've got 3,700 logistics bots and 2,800 construction bots.
Yeah, but we can't use half of them because of the fucking queue.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to look that up on the wiki.
I think like I said, I think it's just a console command you can edit, but I just made it so that we have bots in storage on the network, so you can request them. In fact, that might not be a bad idea for you to request whatever your max amount of bots is, so that if you get them like destroyed or something, they'll just bring you new
They'll
ones.
always come to replenish themselves.
Yeah. I need to make logistics bots, offshore pumps. We're making. LPP, what is it? Large power poles, got that. Reactors, I gotta make reactors. I think reactors is the last thing I need to get. We're making these, yeah. Alright. Like, this is, just reactors. Reactors is the hardest fucking thing to make, though. It needs just so much. What are these making? Modules? Yeah, fuck that. I was like, let me prioritize these reds just in case, but it's just making modules we're not using, so. Red, steel, copper, concrete. So I have everything I need here except concrete. There's reds. I can pull steel in here. I can pull copper in here. Can I request their chest? Concrete? That's a passive provider. I need to request. What's going on, Nova? How you doing, man? These are fucking flashing because I'm getting them refilled, and I'm like, that's not a requester chest. Because if you highlight, you can see if you watch this, if you mouse over it, it highlights it. I'm like, those aren't requester chests. Why are they doing this to me? Where is concrete? There it is. Yeah, we have those in logistics storage. All right, that shouldn't be too bad. It'll be slow, but I mean, we're not popping down stuff every other day. I'm doing it right, Nova. I'm contemplating making. Should I make this a dual setup so we can plop 2 down? I'm gonna do it.
No.
Yes.
I would say one at a time would be okay.
It's too late for that. I don't have time for this close-mindedness.
Wow. So hey, Nova.
Hey, Nova. fixing problems and throughput, talking about what we're going to do on our next 200-hour map. You want to watch Factorio for 3 more months, right? We have been playing this map since like February, you know that.
Yeah, I know.
I think once I get done with current projects, if you're okay with it, I may actually join you guys on that.
Yeah, if your computer's doing alright with it.
Well, I mean, it does fine with Eco now, so. This is more of a Freya doesn't have time for a lot of things right now kind of thing.
Turbines. Under those. Another 50 heat exchangers. Another 50 of those. Another 50 pumps. Okay, that should be two reactors worth. I need an output for this thing. Cool. You enjoyed the pizza one? I don't think I did very well with that. A and B. That is like the extent of my culinary prowess. I don't know, maybe. A lot of things I cook are like, I'll stick a bunch of chicken in a crock pot and let it sit for all day. You know what I mean? Like, that's not really a good stream. Maybe I'll do like chicken parm one day or something.
I was gonna say, there's that barbecue pork you were raving about for like 3 days.
Yeah, I could do that, but that's again, I take the pork and I put like barbecue sauce on it and I stick it in the fucking oven. I got a little countertop like toaster oven. That's it. You know what I mean? Like, see, the crock pot would be good for a time lapse, except the moisture beads up, so I need something to like.
It could be a whole new series for your YouTube channel or something.
Just
Bachelor
shitty cooking. I'll just take all the videos that Babish does and just cook those. He just released a new series called Being Babish, but that would be the perfect name for a ripoff of somebody else trying to cook his foods.
There you go. You just need to do all of your recipes to the Granny's Hot Butter Ice Cream song.
Oh, God.
Please don't.
Put a pork on a stick and you heat it all up.
We call it sticky pork.
Gross. I still don't get why we stopped at fucking level 2 modules in some of these cases. Like, why? Just fucking make level 3s.
I think it was because of the cost.
The cost of what? Making them?
Yeah, because level 2 modules were 5 greens, 10 reds, and 5 blues.
Yeah, but after the shit backs up, who cares? Like, you know what I mean? Like, yes, in the initial input, yeah, sure, but
Well, level 3 modules require 5 level 2s plus 5 more blues and 5 reds. So that's like a total of.
No, I get it. It's an investment.
30 blues per. It's hella expensive.
It's an investment, but after you fucking make your first whatever 100,000, whatever it is, you're not making them anymore. So it's just an immediate investment. You know what I mean? I'm ripping off. All these red things are doing nothing, so that might as well work for me. We're not using modules fast enough that they're not working full time.
That's true.
Phrase in chat, yeah, Nova.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just kind of here. I'm not actually doing anything in the game.
It's barking like a dog.
My dog is an asshole, okay?
Don't say that in front of your dog.
I didn't. He just left the room.
Barked, interrupted you on stream, and then left. Like a true good boy.
How dare you, sir? How dare you?
I genuinely thought this would take me the whole 2 hours to make this, and I'm done. I mean, it's a little slow again.
You've got 57 minutes left. What you gonna do?
It's a little slow because the reds need to be fucking pulled out of someone's ass, but...
Well, there's only 2 of us here, and I'm gonna say not it.
I mean, if I strain really hard.
As long as it's leaving, I'm fine with it.
We are making 965 yellows per minute.
YPMs?
YPMs, yes. 971, 976, 981, back to 970. Yeah, we're pushing 1,000 on yellows. We're not quite there.
We're also not. Well, yeah. Oh yeah, Nova. They emailed me and said they were gonna do that, but I didn't actually see it in action, to be honest. Let me refresh my page here. I have my page open up on another computer just to watch, just monitor it. I haven't refreshed it in like forever. Oh yeah, look at that. It looks like the Discord one.
Size.
Yeah. I mean, it's a circle. It's not that hard to mess up, but yeah, anybody who's either, I don't know if you stream a certain amount of time or if you're an affiliate or if you're a partner, well, I'm not a partner, so it's not a partner, but they sent out a lot of emails. Let me see. See, the problem with searching Twitch in my email is that I have 67,000 followers worth of emails saying people followed.
Did you mess with the copper?
I'm using a bit more, but not more than a line's worth. Well, that's not true.
The research down here is completely starved now. Like,
no, I didn't mess with it.
starved.
I didn't mess with it that bad. There's no fucking way I messed with it that bad. Now all the copper is leaving the train station. Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah. We were at one point making it through low density, but now it's barely even making it into it.
Weird, yeah. Huh. What's going on, Duga? How you doing, man?
So, the unfortunate truth then is we're going to need more copper.
So, we've been kind of talking about this a little bit. We have 48 belts coming over, right? I think I need like 70 based on that spreadsheet.
Well, the problem is when we did the math and when we built those giant ore-to-plate processing facilities to train over here, we did the math only for...
Yeah, no, I know.
I forget what... It was a rockets per minute thing at that point.
We just got to duplicate the...
I think it was a rocket per minute was the idea. We've got enough to do a rocket a minute. That's what the original goal was.
Yeah. I agree with that.
The problem is we ran all that infrastructure on those numbers, and then we added 1,000 of each other research.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I agree.
Like, the hard truth is going to be once we start getting those satellites production and we start launching a rocket per minute, theoretically all of the researchers should be starved.
So we actually are having an copper input problem right now. Ore input.
I'm not surprised.
No, like there's no trains.
Yeah,
they're all stuck somewhere. Holy shit, they are all stuck somewhere. How did that even happen? I think I know how it happened. There's some signals down here to like stop them from all queuing up down here. But when that happens, it pushes them. They come down here and then they leave. You know what I mean? Because they start pathing down here. There's no real way to like interrupt them once they get down here. So it should alleviate itself. It's just it might take a minute. This is one of the things I was worried about with this copper down here. Is it's just a little too tight of a quarters to turn around like this. I might consider making the output of all that loop back around here and reconnect over here.
With that copper being that close, why didn't we just direct connect it?
That's then we had a whole talk about this.
I know, but
I think
because that's iron, that's not copper right there. That's why.
Yeah. Well, we would be belting it from here to here, basically. Mustix was the one who was working on this, Psylocke, so direct your compliments towards him. What you missed, Duga, is I made... Where is it? I added stuff over here. It's a fucking spaghetti mess now instead of our usual pristine layout. But in theory, when power gets low again, someone can take the contents of these two chests and just pop down another 2 nuclear setups and just give us another... Boy, I don't even know what they give us each. Another... What's 5.8 times 48 worth of electricity. You know what? I'm gonna fucking belt those over. I'm gonna change it. But I think I wanted to do that in the first place. We kind of talked about it, and
yeah, I remember having that talk because it's going to be a mess to bring over. You're right.
Having the talk, yeah.
The talk. We don't don't direct connect the ore to the station.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna disturb the station. I'm gonna fucking normal them so it prefers to pull off the train, but when it can't, it'll pull off the other side.
That's just being silly.
No, it's not. Ah, thank you, Mouse. Do you know what I mean by when I say normal? In that context?
Yeah, you're going to have it feed the station, so where it's preferring to fill the station up, but if anything backs up, it's going to spit it off to the side.
No, the opposite. I'm going to have it pull from the train, and if the train ever can't supply a full amount, it'll pull from the...
Like the supply belt. So it pulls from the belt first, and then it takes...
Yes.
And then it accepts the resupply.
Yes, exactly.
Makes sense. Now the question is there room over there to sneak that in there? All nice.
Yes, because I think I can explode these a little bit. It's not going to be more than what I can fit.
It all goes into a balancer anyway, and that's, I think, 6 belts wide. So you'd only need to do the 2 outer belts.
Yeah, but there's 2 over here, so I'll probably do 12. But yes. But that does mean I'm taking some stations offline, so we might have more trains go a little further in the meantime.
We shall have to see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus, these are all already broken out for 8, so I don't know if I want to do 6s if they're broken out for 8s. You know what I mean?
I would say, where's the other copper line? To run them together, like here.
I pinged her.
And yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And do like do a 16 balancer.
Yeah.
And if you want to do 12, you could loop the outer 2 on each side.
Well, if I loop the outer 2, that means I have to have only 12 input. And right now we're set up for 16 input. So it's going to be a 16 balancer.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, that's just to make it easy.
You can always just do a 16 balancer with only 12 coming out.
Yeah.
Because typical as a mine, you've got 8 lines coming out, but check out, I mean, when you look on the outside, those tend to run out quick, and you're already running out. So those outside lines, even on that one, even on this one mine, those outside lines aren't getting full supply. So you're not going to supply 8 full lines of copper ore.
Yeah, that's how it is.
6 would be a push. You'd probably get 6, but
I think we'll be solid on 6. I think we'll be solid on 12 with the 2 of them. But yeah, I see what you mean.
So I'm not saying you shouldn't run 16 into the balancer, but I'm saying you could pull 12 out.
Yeah, yeah. I hear you. Shit, I should have disabled these a while ago. Yeah, I don't know. I might make... I don't like this. I might make the exit of this. It's gotten too busy. Even removing this that I'm doing, this area might be too busy because the exit of this area is also the exit for those iron ore trains. So no matter what, we still are going to have things exiting from over here. Unfortunately. So I don't know. I gotta think. After I get rid of this, let's see how traffic is. For now, I'm actually going to reattach that track and allow trains back down here because I want to drain those chests. But yeah, even with no trains really leaving here, that area is still a bit backed up. And the problem is because this is on the right-hand side of the track and we're doing left-hand drive. What's going on, Penguin? How are you doing? Just getting into a little train kerfuffle here. Well, this game could be as complex or not complex as you want to make it, to be honest. We're making it. The goal is to launch a rocket with a satellite in it. We've launched over 1,000 of them, so like we're taking it to another level. We're imposing our own restrictions on this, but
What he's saying is we are nerds.
so those belts are now empty. That's good. Well, I'll give you a little crash course. These are some copper mines. All these are belts, so we're moving the copper ore on the belts through a balancer, so they all split evenly amongst these 8 things. They're split evenly. Each one is split 6 wise, and these chests fill up. The trains come over, and they load up, and they go away. But what we're having a problem with is this area right here is a lot of places where there's some crossover, and it's causing some backup. So I'm just trying to. I'm gonna remove these 2 mines from the scenario, from the situation, so that we can have less traffic here, basically. Is what it's boiling down to at the end of the day. Also, does this never close? Did I not signal this to close the queue so they just fucking queue up forever? I might have fucked up and done that. Alright, thanks for following though. So why does it read yellow? That's why. It's reading yellow. It should be reading red right here. Oh, do I not have them? I forgot that I got rid of all my rail signals. That's why it's not closing, is because that was reading yellow, because it's in the current block. Alright. So that would be a secondary source of traffic right now, but yeah, all right. I dismiss these trains because they don't need to be hanging out here. Someone's gonna try and run me over. Okay, cool. So now trains should no longer want to come down here because there's going to be no path for them. What's going on, Lupus? Well, we've had multiple people working on this one with us. 3 people have been working on this for, what did we say, since February? I think we have, let's see, 6 days, 6 hours, and 6 days, 7 hours, basically, on this map. So yeah, the increase of people and the length of time means that it's a significantly sized map. And I mean, there are definitely people who have done bigger than this on their own, but for a couple of people kind of just winging it, I think we're doing all right. All right, so my next step is to get rid of all these tracks. I don't need all of these tracks over here. End up blowing up all these cliffs that I don't really need to blow up, but oh, I gotta make sure I don't do the power poles. Damn it, do the power poles. See, now why don't these have power? And those are connected over here. Does this not connect anywhere? It's not. Yes. I'm very grateful for the assistance that Joel gives me. We play some similar types of games. Like I very much like Dwarf Fortress, although I haven't really played it in a while. But yeah, my dashboard gives me a list of who's hosting me right now. Damn, I think I have more people. Not anymore. Well, I have more people hosting me now than I did before I got some hosts that are here. A lot of people fucking hosting me. Still learning about the new science packs. We started with 17 after long. Yeah. Before 14. Damn. Yeah, that's a long time. I stopped in February 2018 and didn't play for a year until February 2019. So I jumped from 16 to 17, but not from not from 14 to 17. That's a good hop. I stopped because it was taking up too much of my time. And here we are.
We've solved that problem now.
Oh, yeah. It's just taking up more of my time. Oh, well, thank you for the host as well, Lupus. Well, I mean, to a degree, it is kind of a community family sort of thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's definitely part of the reason people stream is to, you know, talk to people and all that. So, as much as I don't talk to everyone, I still am friendly with everyone, know of everyone and help each other out when we can and all that, and play similar games. And poor bots. I'm deconstructing faster than they can grab stuff. Yeah, it's a little hard to start, to be honest. I mean, I'm grateful for the assistance I've had. Definitely wouldn't be where I am without it, Ah, all right. This is going to be our half-hour-ish warning. It's almost 10:30. We're just going to leave this map with like half the iron disconnected. Damn, yeah, there's still a lot of crossover. Oh, cool. I didn't even see you send that up. Thank you. Yeah, well, I mean, it's unfortunate to say it, but it's kind of a market saturation thing, the advent of consoles being able to stream and, people making some money drives a lot of people to do it, which is great, but, again, the whole saturation thing. Yeah, Lupus, that's exactly the attitude I try and have as well. They'll run me over. I don't know. Twitch just released that whole subscriber only streams. That to me is insane. I don't know who's going to be doing subscriber only streams. That's you know what? You do what you want with your channel, but that's not for me, man. Have 2 people show up to a stream. I don't need nobody to show up.
Nah, not even me or Mustix.
I don't know. If there's nobody here to talk to, would you really still come watch? Like,
I mean,
no, I know.
This is biased, but I would. It's totally biased.
But again, I mean, the point was brought up that, you know, the streamers are people who are working, you know, their time is worth something, their investment and their money is worth something. But, you know, again, it's a personal choice, I guess. It's not something that I think is really a good move. But then again, there are plenty of people who, you know, they already have 20,000 subscribers. What do they care if, you know, people aren't watching? But I mean, I can't see how it's viable to do only subscriber only streams. You'd have to do specials, you know what I mean? Because, like, how are you going to attract new people if you don't have regular? I don't know. The whole thing is interesting, but I don't think it's something that I'm going to pursue personally.
Not attracting new clientele is the exact reason why superstores like Sears and JCPenney are going out of business.
Yeah.
You've got to, I mean, if you are trying to make a living doing it, yeah, that's essentially what you are, is a business. You have to grow your market, and by cutting off new access, you're not growing your market, and eventually you're going to run out of revenue.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, subscriber only chat, I can see. I've seen it in use. Things like when H3 used to stream on Twitch, I was always upset that I couldn't chat without subscribing, but I could totally see why. It's a madhouse with only subscribers, so having free people in there, totally, you know, it's just an extra control tool basically. But you can still enjoy the content. You can still, you know, especially now with the advent of Twitch allowing multiple chat rooms per channel. In theory, you know, you can have a chat room dedicated to, you know, people who aren't subscribed, you know, that people can use, but they can still watch the content. They still get, you know, they still get the content. Whereas, you know, sub only is kind of like, what am I watching on YouTube? Or is it going to be like sub only for live and you can watch the VODs? Like, I don't know. It just doesn't. 5, 6, 7, 8. It doesn't like add up in my head. Unless, like I said, unless you have this huge fucking fan base and can just pull people in from reputation. But I feel like that doesn't work. You know what I mean? Because, like, I don't know. I feel like the whole point of subscribing is like, yeah, I like your work, I'll support you. Or, yeah, I like your emotes, I'll support you for the emotes, or whatever it is. But, like, yeah, you can see the emotes while you're, you know, just being in chat. But, like, if you can't see the content, how are you gonna know if you want to subscribe? Like, are you really gonna venture out and use your free Twitch Prime sub or pay $5 to see if you like somebody's content like that? Like, I don't know. It's a little bit of a tough cookie to swallow, you know. It's certainly possible. I'm not gonna say it's impossible, but.
Hey, do you have any cliff explosives on you?
I do. What are you running 12 lines over?
Yeah. I've got 2 cliff explosives that need use, and I'm completely out of undergrounds.
Yeah, just mark them. No, you didn't. Okay. Bots, where are you, bots? I got 1 bot in my inventory. I don't know why it's not doing it.
There it goes.
Yeah, I did it. I did it, man.
There's one underground that needs filled back there.
Nightbot with a plug, yeah. Well, that's Nightbot. Is that going to be forced and not opt-in? No, it's opt-in only. I'm Twitch would be making a big fucking mistake if it wasn't opt-in.
Oh, there's your robots trying to catch up to you.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, there's some good emotes in there. Classics.
Go ahead, run through it.
No. Ah, fuck. Let's see how many of these it gets the right way. Oh, all of them.
I like how my bots are taking care of 11 of the belts, but yours is still doing the bottom one.
What do we get out of FZ? Nothing. I actually paid money to get extra emote slots, so I in theory lost money on it, but it's just an extra crowd participation, you know. Especially for, you know, people who are affiliates or not even at affiliate status to be able to have emotes to use with their chat, you know. Before affiliate existed, when I was streaming, there was no option for me to have emotes at all. That was just it. I had no option, so that's where stuff like that came into play. Same with Better Twitch TV. Both of which, FFZ and Better Twitch TV, you can use for free. I just threw a couple extra dollars in because you get extra slots for like a one-time donation or something. Plus, it's useful. I mean, no problem supporting things I'm using if I deem them worthy of my support, you know? Do we even need to do that? Why don't we just leave? I don't know. It is what it is. Obviously, they think that there's a market for this idea, so they're gonna go for it. I guess the people who don't like it won't use it. I don't know. I just like, how's it gonna work? Is everyone gonna get an alert? Like, am I gonna get an alert that someone's doing a subscriber only stream? Like, that seems weird. I can only imagine Twitch would alert everyone so that they can try and entice people to do the subs, but like, it still sounds kind of lame. Did I play old school RuneScape? I did a little bit, yeah. I can't remember the names. I can't get the names straight anymore, but not the fucking like Duplo people, but the next gen, which I think is old school.
Exit line is fully hooked up.
Cool. There's a one little slat you can connect to if you want to start getting iron through.
I brought 7,000 belt down with me.
And you have not many left.
Yeah, less than 2,000.
Yeah, I'm on my last 700, so.
Need to make me one of those items where belt doesn't affect you.
I have one. I'm actually riding the belt on purpose. So
Oh, those are... Yeah, I was gonna say, those are actually really cheap to make, aren't they?
yeah, no, like I said, I have one. I'm riding the belt.
I don't.
So, oh, you're talking about you. You're talking about me. But yeah, this stream does occasionally get a little bit fuzzy. That's unfortunately because I'm using the GPU to encode the stream, and I'm bitrate capped by my ISP. When I use the CPU to encode, it unfortunately slows down the game too much because of how big the game is. So it's unfortunately a artifact of that. Bitrate capped. So I have the amount of data I can push up the stream is I can't go above a certain amount. It just doesn't let me go above a certain amount, so I can't push a higher quality video. Basically, my quality that I can send is limited by basically just data speed from my internet provider. What? How is... Wait. Oh, I see why. I thought that was getting that, but yeah, that's part of the reason why. Unfortunately, I can't go as high as I would like on my current ISP, and I'm already paying a lot of money for it, so I don't really want to update it or upgrade it. Hopefully when I eventually find a place to move to, it'll have better internet options. Rip, I'm out of belt. I don't know how much more you have, but weird that it didn't fucking... It should have filled in all these.
Yeah, I was deleting it because my bots were hovering over it.
Oh.
Stupid. Like, the bots aren't smart enough to know it can't place the belt, so it locks the bots on top of them.
You just asked me to come. I like how there's debris on top of the belts that's not moving.
Yeah. I've got 400 left. See if that's enough.
Yeah, you'll make it. Okay, I was gonna say, tell me you're one short. Oh, you think this is a motorway? Come check out this area. we got a few pieces of copper moving around over here. One or two. Yeah, things like this, which are a little bit less, a little bit more of a static shot. Even though everything's moving, it's still kind of a static shot. Are better on the encoder than when I'm like running around, moving left and right and stuff. Part of the encoding process, especially with MP4 and all that, is it'll actually take like whatever pattern is right here, and instead of recreating the next pixel like one up or down to move it, they'll actually just take a chunk and move and morph that chunk. Which is why when you see those artifacts, things get kind of square because you kind of start seeing where the chunks are. But so it's kind of useful in that regard, where it saves you from having to take. Basically, it saves you from having to take a full frame picture every frame. You can just take one frame, which is I think they call them not B frames. I'm going to find out in a second because I'm going to look it up. Keyframes, not B-frames, keyframes, K-E-Y. You can take a keyframe and then you can say, you know, oh, move this rock slowly to the right. You know, every frame, how much it needs to move to the right until it goes off the screen. And every I don't know, I think it's every 5 or whatever frames, whatever it is. I think it determines it based on what it's doing. It'll take a new keyframe so it gets a new picture. And that's how they save you some, you know, bandwidth, because the instructions of taking, you know, this image of this guy and scrolling it left or right is a lot easier than saying, all right, it's here, and now it's here, and now it's here, and doing a new picture every time. In lesser terms, you know, I mean, there's more complex ways and more depth to it, but that's the kindergarten version. Cool. This is looking good. Let's see what's going on the other end. Like this in here, this is moving too fast, all these belts, so it probably looks like shit when that happens, because it's really trying to push as much info as it can to do that. Well,
Oh, whoops.
those are just unloading because of the train. All right, cool.
And then, just like it is out here, that should back up over time when there is unloading from the train.
Yeah, I'm... just trying to think. Another 15 minutes left before we're stopping, by the way, guys. Yeah, well, these are going to be a little off balance for a while because of those lanes that were disabled, so... Even this, like you can see, my FPS is dropping down to 40 frames right here, so that's part of the reason why it wouldn't be at 40 if I was using my CPU. Oh yeah, to watch it like pile up in here sometimes. You'll see it in a minute. It's gonna back up and it's gonna like backfill those little spaces, and you can see it starting because these are in little waves. You can see it breaking and refilling. I wonder... Ah, damn.
The server save. The bane of existence.
Alright. Call me crazy. But I totally think we should split those 12 lines amongst every single line that's going up there.
You're crazy.
I know, but hear me out.
You said to call you crazy. Now you're going to make an argument.
Look at how this belt is nicely saturated and how these are backing up over here still. We could totally have that backup fill in these gaps and these gaps. You know what I mean? Like, it's a logistics puzzle to get them where we need to go. But I think that would be really cool to have that. We shouldn't be low on power. No, we're not low on power.
The reason they're swinging slow, they're not swinging slow, but the reason they look like they might be taking a while is because our stack limit from research is so high. They're picking up 14 items to swing.
Well, yeah. I think that, and you can see my FPS is slowing down too,
12,
so
12 items to swing.
it might not be showing it as fast. But I
don't think it does.
What do you mean?
Make the swing look faster.
No, make the swing look slower or chunkier. Because what I noticed is, like, if I look at some of these assembly machines over here, of course we gotta find some that are running. They look like they're running. These actually don't look like they're running slower than normal. They look like they're running a little slower than normal. Especially, where is the guys with the production things in them? Like this. Look how slow this is going. But it has the production modules in there. So it's like it's supposed to be doing a little bit slower animation than normal. I don't know. It's also a blue. Why are we using a blue over here? We probably didn't have yellow when it happened.
There's also a possibility that we've just gotten so big that the server is slowing down a touch.
It is possible. I mean, I'm bouncing between 59 and 60 UPS, so it's definitely on the edge.
Yeah, I am too, but that's running on client. I mean, for a fact, you were just running on 40. I'm still showing 60. I'm wondering if that doesn't mean the server's... It's all client side, if you know what I mean.
Well,
I'm running at 60, but it doesn't mean the server is.
My FPS was running at 40, not my UPS. My UPS has been pretty good. I gotta get more belts first of all, but I think that's what we should do is to split that 4 ways. Because even if it doesn't fully supply all 4, it'll still try and fill those gaps when it can. And I have no doubt that with that length of belt, it can back up and fill those 4 belts for a significant amount of time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Again, it's just a logistical project of squeezing them in, but I don't think that's going to be too hard. God, our fucking base is too big.
I just pulled up the server to look. The game is running between 18 and 20% CPU, but for some reason it's only pulling on 1 core. It looks like.
It would be. I don't think this game can really use too much multi-core stuff. I think most of the multi-core stuff is rendering, and not rendering, but stuff like that. I think most of the production stuff is on 1 core because it's hard for the computer to split things like that are time sensitive because inserters and all that. So I think yes, right now it does stick to 1 core primarily, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to go look at the fun facts about it. I'm here for belts. It's like, yeah, in this area, if I zoom out, I drop down to 40 FPS, but that's better than it was on the CPU. 38. Wow, we're getting down there, man.
Yeah, it's a 6-core, 3.2 gigahertz server is running.
All right, 10 minutes. At least this will be an easy upload. I was trying to upload the one we did yesterday, and I had to stop it to to start streaming. I need to see if I can hijack one of those trains to ride it down. Oh, okay. They're blending in. Fucking color blindness. I'm looking for these bad uraniums on the belt, and I just can't see them in this, because it alters the color at night. I don't know, Nova. There's definitely mods that... Yeah, I don't know. Let me see. I'm trying to see. There's a Factorio bot in the Factorio Discord that you can use to like search for stuff like that. But unfortunately, the fucking Discord is not loaded. It's the greatest program of all time. Let's see. There's one called Wear and Tear. Adds wear and tear mechanics to the game, plus automated maintenance.
By the way, I know we were asking this last time. You can change your color by using /color.
Yes. I tried to change it and I couldn't figure out. Alright, Penguin, have a good night, man. And mod adds wear and tear mechanics to the game. Mining drills, assembly machines, pump jacks, oil refineries, chemical plants, electric furnaces, steam engines, and solar panels all age and degrade over time. Machines added by other mods age as well. Machines that run constantly age faster than machines that are idle. Alright. Machines made of higher grade materials have improved durability. So your level 3 assemblers will stay alive longer than your level 2s. You receive an alert whenever a machine is the end of its useful life. Old machines also show on the mini-map. Across these train tracks. Stage of aging. Old machines can be recycled for 50% of the ingredients. You remove a dilapidated machine, it becomes a pile of scrap metal, which can then be smelted into iron plates. With more advanced tech, you can also refurbish old machines to restore them. That's kind of cool. I could see that being a good, like, we're just going to play a base mod, not a we're making a mega base mod. You know what I mean?
Sorry, were you talking to me?
In general.
I was reading the console command list.
It's all good. Be a giant bouncer. Well, we have one over here. The problem is we don't. I mean, we have the loop back, obviously, but we don't have any real spots to stick them. Oh, musics.
Yes.
Can I preposition you with a different proposition?
You can preposition me.
So, we have 16 belts on this 64 belt loop back. Or 64 belt balancer that loop back. What if instead of looping back, we just fucking stuck it in there and added 16 lines more smelters off to the left here. Instead of doing all the stupid ass balancing to rebalance to not have 64 lines of...
You say that like it's going to be an easy job.
No, it's not at all.
But what that means is you're going to have to take that entire bottom part of that smelt and move it down 16 spaces, including the train stations, you won't have to do the sidings. But there's not enough room to add 16 more sides, or 16 more lanes going off to the side.
You do it on the left. These 8 on the right, we'd have to figure out how to get to the left, but that won't be too bad. We'll figure it out. I think we could do it, dude.
And what he says, we don't have 64 inputs.
We would have 64 inputs if we added those 16 from the right. I mean, I know it's 12 right now, but that would be our remaining 16 that we would need to get up to 64. That's what I'm saying. We go straight in.
You're not going to get 16 lines coming in for those 2 mines.
We have 12 only because we cut 4 of them off.
Yeah, but what I'm saying though, running at full tilt, you still have gaps in those 12. You're not going to get 4 more lines of steady ore.
That's fine. We can figure out one more place to grab some more from.
As you scroll over the map.
Well, we have this whole entire area down here to look at as well. Don't forget that. But already there was, where was it? This one was over here, which isn't that much, but there's some stuff out here. I don't know, dude. I feel like that's good because, like I said, like I said before, we did, or you said, we did this calculations based on a rocket per minute,
yeah.
not science
1,000
per
of
minute.
every science per minute.
So we've been short some up till now. I think we should fucking do it, dude.
I'm going to be completely honest. I don't want to do that. I spent the better part of 3 or 4 sessions building that. I don't want to work on that.
I'm okay with doing it.
Because
I hear you. No, don't get me wrong. I definitely hear you. I don't know. I feel like this is the right move. Even though it's complicated.
you're saying that, but that also means 16 more lines coming off the top end of that, and restructuring that entire... You're going to have to restructure the entire train network that's delivering plate. Because there's not enough room up top to fit 16 more lines of plate going to the trains.
You mean what, here?
There's not enough to load or unload.
I think we can fit more up here. And just move this this rail right here. Just move it up a bit. Just make it take a little bit of a right turn and go up. I think that wouldn't be too bad of a thing. It won't look as pretty, but I think we could totally fit it there. And then I think we can fit some more right here. I don't know why. Oh, it pinged the train stop. I think we can fit some more drop off right here and just have it come up and go in. I don't know. I feel like it's not going to be easy, but it's totally doable. My only thing is we'd have to probably run.
I mean, what you're talking about is like literally a month's worth of work that we've done, and we're just going to tear it down and move it and add on. I mean, that's going to take forever.
I don't think we have to tear down anything. I think we just have to add to it. There'll be like a wart on the side of it, but a helpful wart. I don't know. It's either that or we got to make another copper smelting somewhere because we're not. I don't think we're gonna reach 1,000 on this setup alone.
Not sustained. No.
Yeah, it wasn't made to do that. So one way or another, we're gonna be doing something different or adding to it or something. But either way, it's 11 o'clock, so we got to be done. So this. Thanks for playing, even if it was a shorter stream. We'll have to hash out our thoughts on that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's doable. I don't think it's going to be a walk in the park, but I think it's doable. But we'll have to see. There's plenty of other things that can be done if you don't want to do it. So I'm fine with doing it myself if that's what it comes down to. But either way, I'll catch you tomorrow for Eco.
Yes. Tomorrow.
Cool.
Sure thing.
All right, Frey. I'll catch you later too.
We'll see you
Good
later.
night.
Good night, guys. All right. Well, that was a little bit of a shorter Factorio stream than normal, but that's okay. We still love it. I'm going to be done for tonight. Don't forget to come back tomorrow. We're going to be doing Eco multiplayer. That's always fun. For some reason, that gets a lot of views on YouTube. More than anything else. Maybe not a lot of views, but more views than most things on my channel. So, I guess people like it. But you finished Eco? Nice. We finished one game before this current major update. So we're currently doing the current update. But anyway, whew. You guys go get some sleep, and I'll catch you all hopefully tomorrow. Have a good one. Hey, thanks for making it all the way to the end of this video. I know that some of the VODs can get a little bit long, so I do appreciate you sticking around. I'd like to ask real quick if you have a friend or someone close to you who you think would like a clip or a portion or even the whole stream, please feel free to reach out to them and share this with them. I'm always looking for more respectful people to come hang out and have some fun. If you've already done that or want to help me out some other way, feel free to check out the video description for some other ways you can help support me. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.